this is Asmi with the capital-centric news. Turning and turning in the winding gyre, the falcon cannot hear the falconer. The capital city of India and its forest department announced something flabbergasting to us. Completing the nuance of development, it became a part of Renaissance spirit to encompass nature amongst us. To do so, 4 expert agencies have to transplant the penultimate score of scent, that is 80% of the trees which will get affected in the process of development. Despite the supposition of the plan's success, the remuneration of 10 saplings per tree will be obeyed holistically. Forest official claimed that it will be the selection of the project developer allowed to choose any one of the nominated 4 agencies for the task, though the serendipity of the whole project will be checked by the other competing agencies with similar charming motives elsewhere. It has to be well maintained as well as the whole course of project entanglement that no tree should be non-judiciously become a victim of the deceit applicable unintentionally. The policy also opined that once the tree transplantation is done, regular follow-ups and monitoring of the goals achieved will be filtered out, involving the compensatory plantation as well as in the prescribed regions. Ultimately, the Tree Authority of Delhi will be the apex body monitoring in the implementation of projects' ideas in general and humanitarian efforts in particular. Opined and official. Thank you.
Hello everyone, this is Trisha with the National News. Annual fee boost, a boon to private schools? After cuddling the unfortunate fiscal year, the schools and other educational agencies are shaking due to monetary suppression by the governmental forces. But in the paradigm of fee retrieval of primarily the unaided private institutes of the Indian capital, an order has been passed to collect the annual charges and the development charges from the parents without even physically reopening the buildings of the school. The schools are going to be obliged to the majesty of the court, which has set aside the earlier order of barring these fees by the private schools. The bench led by Justice Jayantnath proclaimed that it was unjustifiable to abandon unaided schools to collect such fees apart from the basic tuition fee. The jury also emphasized upon the pangs of the institutes so far and their impending failure of proper efficiency henceforth. Being not a part of ill-at-ease community, the schools of India have adopted well along with the learners and the educators. Though a waiving of 15% has come into play entrapped within the boundary of the parents' pocket, as many facilities remain untouched as schools were completely shut. While the Directorate of Education of Delhi government holds the power of checking commercialization of education and profiteering. Dismantling the notifications of April and August 2021, the court's order of paying the revised amount in 6 monthly installments stands final and unbinding. Seeing the merit in the hand, the court opined that it was an illicit endeavour to maintain the previous order of the fee banishment, as it is the fee collected throughout behaves as the pivotal force in the teacher's salary and other seminal expenditures. Also, the court sat under the shade of the bows of Supreme Court, which shuns the power of schools to debar any student from taking any online or offline class or board examinations pertaining to fiscal issues. With this, thank you.
Greetings to all, this is Devashi with a colourful weather report. Don't blame the weatherman if it feels hotter than he says. You must have taken a sneak peek at your phone screen to check the temperature outside. Seeing the app on Monday showing ambient temperature at 2:30 p.m. was 40 degrees. The feels like index determined it to be 46 degrees. The hike in temperature is just like the fluctuation of stock market, keeping all the risks in hand. Higher the humidity, greater the difference between two temperatures. Winds up to 60 km per hour caused diversion of 3 daily bound flights, which had to be diverted to Jaipur. This would certainly trigger oneself to reach the night cloud with the real context in physical sense. Rain and hail cool down the city as it finds itself in the eye of the storm. After a relatively hot day, Delhi saw a sudden change in weather on Friday evening, 4 June, with wind speed going up to 60 km per hour, followed by a spell of intense rain in some places. Palam recorded hailstorms as well. The sudden change in weather came about as a result of combination of two factors: an active western disturbance across Jammu and Kashmir and a cyclonic circulation in southwest Uttar Pradesh. The relative humidity meanwhile oscillated between 39% and 84% in last 24 hours as Delhi was swept by thunderstorms and strong winds on Friday evening. A large number of trees falling incidents were observed across the city. Slight relief is expected from July 2nd onwards with the possibility of rain in parts of the national capital. Now, let's listen to a melodious song on current affairs.
Oh, it takes a little rest, leaves a bit at his nest. Weather changes at the best, the vaccination took a big test. Economic booster breast, yet people are gonna protest. Water scarcity at best, I'll just consider myself blessed. Yoga calms our soul, we celebrate with gold. Peace of mind is gold, just take a quiet stroll. The crisis is the edge, we gotta dodge the best. Natural beauty, earth possessed. Climate change this month, an uninvited guest. Let us do what we can, let us protect ourselves and land. I hope you like the rhyme and get